Welcome to Champlain Park High School. It's a great night of volleyball, the Section 5 3A semifinals. Our first match is the number 3 seed, St. Michael Albertville, taking on the number 2 seed, Maple Grove. I'm Jay Wilcox along with Andy Gugesberg, and well, you look earlier in the season, they played a 5-setter at St. Michael with Maple Grove winning at 3-2. We'll see how far these teams have come tonight because they're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, very even match, very even offenses on both sides of the net. Look for both teams to be scrappy late, and I think it'll be a good 3-point run at the end of each set. Will probably be the difference maker here. We could be in here for a long one. I feel kind of bad for Champlain and Rogers waiting to play the late. This one may get started late, the second one for sure.
Maple Grove's had arguably the best season in program history, looking to get into a section final for maybe the first time ever. They haven't even really been in the semis all that often. A few years back they were. I think it'll be interesting to see how their kids kind of handle the big night atmosphere.
Absolutely true. There's some young kids that make some pretty big differences for this team. A couple seniors that are ready to take this team to, I believe, its first section final ever. We'll be able to tell early on whether nerves get to this team and whether Coach Sean Haugen and company are able to calm the troops down and get back to Crimson volleyball.
Let's talk about key players to look at here tonight. Both very balanced teams, but we've picked out a couple who have done well so far this year. Syra Tanchin is a 6'1 junior for St. Michael Albertville and a pretty effective weapon for them.
Yeah, Tanchin able to hit from both the left and the right, predominantly from the left side. Look for her to sneak in and be able to hit a variety of sets depending on what the Crimson block sets up for her. She also pretty effective out of the back row. Definitely not somebody you can target because her first touch is pretty solid.
And for the Crimson, Lexi Preed, a solid ball player for them and somebody that, gives them a balanced attack from the right side hitting.
Absolutely true. Lexi Preed, a very dominant right side. Most high school teams don't have enough hitters to put a good kid over on the right that can bang and score some points for you. So Maple Grove really had an advantage because my guess is St. Michael hasn't seen a whole lot of strong right side, so they don't have to defend it very much. Could be a game, a huge match for Lexi Preed tonight.
All right, both teams have had great seasons. The winner will go on to the section final coming up Thursday night. It's STMA taking on Maple Grove up next here on CCX Sports.
What makes your community feel like home? Is it knowing what's happening in your neighborhood, or when people know your name? Connections make us a community. For more than 30 years, Northwest Community Television has connected citizens, neighbors, even sports fans through video. As life gets busier than ever, we will still offer you a connected community experience through CCX Media, so you can stay connected to the place you call home.
Welcome back here to Champlain Park. A nice crowd filling in, and it'll get only bigger as the night goes, I'm sure, as Champlain Park and Rogers play in that second semifinal. See, the record is fairly similar, and I think Maple Grove, we said, getting the win at St. Michael Albertville probably helped push them, and also maybe a little bit stronger overall schedule, pushing them into the number 2 seed, which is as high as they've ever been in their program.
Yeah, pretty exciting for the Crimson as they're coming in as a 2 seed, looking to continue the success they had early on against St. Michael. Here we see the starters.
Knights have a first-year coach. We'll talk about her in just a moment as you get a look at their starting group for St. Michael Albertville. They've built a pretty strong program over the last decade, and have certainly been in some semis and some finals and kind of chipping away toward getting into that real elite category. And obviously it's a growing area too. They're getting strong in a lot of different sports as well. To look at the Crimson, who are, have been a good, maybe above average program for the most part, but isn't, not that many times have been where you could call them an elite team, but they're looking to get to that point in this season and hopefully into next year as well with a young group.
Yeah, they've got a great group of young talents, a couple seniors sprinkled in here and there, but what you really get excited about, it wasn't that long ago that it was can Paige Aspinwall get Lauren Bright the ball? I remember doing a couple matches their junior and senior year, and that was the core of the team. And now it's such a balanced attack, and they have so many different ways they can beat you that this Maple Grove Crimson team across the net and including all the way across the back row, there's names that you've heard of. There's names that we're going to be saying over and over again because it is such a balanced attack, as we see here head coach Sean Haugen in his 5th season at the helm, although he's had a couple head coaching stints in his time.
A little under the weather tonight. That was the bad part. I was like, this isn't great timing for this, and not been feeling the best the last day or two. So he's maybe not at full strength, but he hopes that's not going to have any impact on things for his team this evening.
Yeah, at this point in the season, there's not a whole lot us coaches get to do. We just kind of throw the lineup in there and kind of turn it over. We'll see how they go. And
there's Michelle Chen, who took over this year as the head coach at St. Michael Albertville. Really had no ties to their program prior. She'd been coaching in the Park Center program, and her daughter plays at Park Center. And she's come in, she said, I have no preconceived notions. I just know it's a group that works hard and loves volleyball, and they're very confident. And she's enjoyed, this first season with them. And obviously to win tonight would be even another big step for her and her team.
Absolutely true. Michelle Chen goes into, as you said, a upcoming program in St. Michael Albertville. They host one of the premier tournaments in the beginning of October, 32-team event, getting some of the best in single A, double A, and triple A. And just to get that kind of talent in their gym really gets the volleyball program going for the young kids all the way up through these varsity kids.
I always find it to be an interesting dynamic in this sport and others, too. When you get to this point, you want all your players to be really hyped up for the playoffs, but at the same time, you want them to feel like it's the same game they've been playing all season long and all their career long.
Yeah, it's that scene from Hoosiers where they go into the gym and they measure the backboard and the distance from the free throw line. And yeah, it's all the same, but you can't go into those huddles right now and say, hey, this is just like any other game. There's seniors on both sides of the net that could potentially be playing their last high school volleyball match. Underclassmen and seniors alike looking to represent their school into a section final someplace that these teams aren't familiar with all that much. Like we said, it may be Maple Grove's first. St. Michael's been to a couple, but I don't think it's been in this section due to the section realignment. This is their first year that I can remember them being in 5 with Maple Grove and Champlin and Osseo and those types of teams. So they're in new ground and looking to take a big step in their first year in this section.
Maple Grove had no trouble with Wayzata in their quarterfinal match, winning in 3, and it was a 4-set victory for St. Michael Albertville over Buffalo in their first playoff match of this season. So we are about ready to go here as Lexi Nelson, a senior, will serve it up here for the Knights. Big gym here with a lot of room, which I think is something that'll be interesting to see how servers deal with that. And the first one is wide. It'll be a point for Maple Grove.
Yeah, that's probably the nerves of waiting so long to play this first match.
Zoe Brown to serve now for Maple Grove. Dug up by Skylar Gray. And a nice block put up by the Knights as Evie Harrington getting most of that one. It looked like number 4 for St. Michael Albertville. Yes, she did. And sent it right back at Paige Hinsey there.
Yeah, big block on the outside there as her and Grace Marsberger really get across well.
And the Knights have gone 0 for 2 serving to start it out, as that time Palmer putting one into the net. So it'll be Paige Hinsey to serve now for Maple Grove. And she returns the favor, tried to come with a short floater, and it was too short.
Have we mentioned nerves yet, Jay? Those kids are pretty strong servers across the board, and to have 3 of the first 4 serves miss is really unacceptable, to put it mildly.
Courtney McCabe serving now for the Knights, and she'll deliver an ace as Maple Grove. Megan Piter not able to handle that one. It was a little unclear who was going to take this ball, it looked like, and didn't really get herself turned well.
Yeah, Hinsey's probably got to make an early call on that. Piter will go run her route. She just wanted to make sure that clean was happening.
And McCabe got one in, but not the second, as the serving woes continue here. 3-3 in the first set as Allison Hinsey will serve now for Maple Grove. Knights getting into their offense really for the first time and put down cross court there by Tanshin.
It's a really nice jump set to the outside. Tanshin, who we talked about early, that's a great cut, getting that ball inside the 10-foot line. We see there Hinsey in a great spot to dig the normal cross court shot, but that's a sharp cut that's hard to play.
Aaliyah Dorland to serve now for the Knights. Brown will come back right side to Preed, but it's dug up. Tough ball there and sprayed too long as Palmer overrunning that a little bit and had to reach back.
Yeah, Palmer trying to make sure that nothing goes easy towards Maple Grove, and she just mishits the ball.
So Preed to serve here for the Crimson, and it's a tough one, and they cannot handle it as Zoe Miller trying to dig it up but couldn't do so. 5-4 Maple Grove.
Preed, the 6 rotation opposite, really finds that seam well. Ball has a lot of movement on it.
Another tough one just fought off by Miller. Brown tipping it over here. They'll come right back to the outside and again cross court, and it's good as Tension delivering that one with a little more fire, but nearly the same idea.
Yeah, Tanchin loves that shot. That's 2 times, and you'd think we might be seeing an adjustment here from the Maple Grove defense. Maybe they'll drop somebody into that space.
Tanchin, the serve, nearly mishit there. And then that is too strong on the hit, so we've seen some nerves earlier. We talked about serves, I think hitting-wise a little bit too.
Gray trying to do a little bit too much there and just misses long.
And that serve will be too long, so we're evened up at 6 by Maple Grove. Most of their points have come on STMA mistakes.
Yeah, not the cleanest volleyball we're seeing so far, but it is early. We'll get them settled in, and we'll get some clean stuff happening here as Gray goes back to serve. And it's service error number 6 of the match.
Knights go up 7-6 as Evie Harrington comes back in. Zoe Miller to serve here for St. Michael Albertville. Banged over there by Annika Peeler. And that went off the ceiling and score the kill there for Tanchin as the attempted pass there from Allison Hinsey hitting the rafters and came straight down.
Tanchin flies, man. That's fun to watch.
And put away by Peeler. Little change of pace shot here for Maple Grove as she got it over the block, and they're back to within 1.
Yeah, Peeler does a nice job there. She overruns the set a little bit, still gets her body ball awareness right, and is able to put that ball in play.
Dumped over here. The dig made though. Crimson staying alive in the point. And a tough ball to handle there. They're fortunate. And that time a misfire by Tanchin, who's been so good so far, but evened up now at 8 apiece.
I think we've got 4 kills and an ace. Everything else has been error-driven here to start the match.
And pounded home that time by Palmer for STMA as get a clean opportunity into their offense that time. Hitting the ball from a little off the net that time. I think the block didn't quite adjust.
Yeah, absolutely true. And then you also have Gray in the left back where she's used to playing middle back, but with the middle serving she had to adjust, and so she wasn't quite in position.
Great serve there. Allison Hinsey just barely got to it. Off the block here, and the Crimson will get a chance. Gray hitting from the back. Collision by the Knights, and then that pass nearly into the net. And we had a net violation there, and it was definitely not Palmer's fault. She had to do all she could just to get a finger on that ball.
Yeah, really impressed with what Lexi Nelson is doing for the most part, but she tries to go a little bit too fast there and hangs Palmer out into the net.
Brown, the left-hander, serving here with a 9-9 tie. Little middle attack there and smoked home by Harrington.
Great job finding the middle out of serve receive as Harrington goes up against a solo block. That might be in the game plan, but my guess is we had a block, a read miss there. Typically, you want to get a double block on that quick set.
Palmer the serve. They'll come to Preed, and she puts it away, and Maple Grove fights back. Boy, I don't think either team's led by more than 2 so far, and we're evened up now at 10 apiece.
Yeah, good shot by Preed there into the 5-6 seam. Both middle back defenders on both sides seem to be stuck in the middle of the court, and attackers doing a really good job spraying away.
Gray has it denied. Will come the other way now to Preed, and that one is blocked. Knights shifting over, doing a solid job of getting out there as both Harrington and Tanchin, and it's Harrington getting it.
Yeah, Harrington does a really good job blocking that ball on the outside, resetting herself, getting balance, and then cutting back and taking Preed's shot from the right side away. Impressive lateral speed.
And McCabe, trouble with the serve again here for the Knights, and we're evened up at 11. Boy, they have to be thinking, I mean, I guess both teams have struggled, but they have to be thinking if we'd even gotten half those in, we might have a semi-comfortable lead right now.
Yeah, I don't know that the Maple Grove serve receive has been tested very much. It's either been easy serve or miss serve. We have a ball handling error called on the set there.
So Maple Grove up by a point as Allison Hinsey serving. Off the block, Hinsey gets to it. Gray quickly back up and smokes it home here. She's had a pretty good year. Young player, but she's a confident hitter and has done a nice job for them. Well, a 1,000th dig for Hinsey. A little surprised in a section match that they would stop to recognize that, but they do so.
And she's back to serve. We'll see how she handles the attention.
13-11. And put away as STMA goes right side that time, and Mauersberger able to put it down.
Mauersberger really fluid in that transition ball. She's able to cut through it and bring it back cross into the 1-2 seam. Nice swing by her. She'll earn some time on the bench here.
Dorland to serve now for the Knights as they try and tie it back up. They're down by a point. Hinsey getting it to Brown, and now Preed wipes it off the block, and Maple Grove back up by 2 now at 14-12.
Really nice swing by Preed there. She's able to take a tight set and bang it off the block. A little late on the block there were the Knights.
Dumped over and good for the point by Nelson.
That's fancy right there. Really does a great job of freezing the block and then recognizing nobody's going to be able to cover this ball. That's a great spot, hard to defend.
You got a lot of confidence that you're going to be able to get that ball in from there too. Dropping it right on the sideline. Peeler on the slide, a great effort to dig it up by Miller. And the Knights stay alive in the point. They'll come right back to the outside, and now the call, yeah.
Double is the call there. Down ref and the entire STMA bench helped with a 4 call earlier, but up ref saw a touch on that and continued to play.
Tanchin to serve. Gray has that one dug up. Tip to the deep corner. Preed just gets a piece of it. Brown tipping again. And off the block and good. Block was up late, and the hit from Palmer scores it for the Knights, and they go up 15-14.
Another tight set there, and Palmer does a good job of getting that one off the edge of the block.
Hinsey not handling that one cleanly. 16-14 Knights. They have put 4 in a row on the board. Peeler rolling it over. Miller got there, and they hustle to keep it alive. Now this one might be a ceiling ball here, and it is. But they stayed with it. Preed getting it to Brown, and now across to Gray, down the line, and just wide. And no touch on the ball by the Knights.
Really good idea there to switch up the offense and push that ball. We've gone slide 3 of the last 4 times, and finally they get the ball out to Gray, who takes it down the line, but just wide.
And Hinsey not able to get that one to her setter, so STMA opening up a little bit of a lead here.
6 in a row here for STMA.
Brown will come back to Peeler and puts it away. Got that ball pretty much exactly where she wanted it, and no trouble with that one, cutting it back hard to the middle.
It's a great swing by her and great trust by Coach Sean Haugen to save the timeout.
And blocked here by Paige Hinsey for the Crimson, and they fight back to within 18-16. I have a feeling this is kind of going to be this match tonight. It's going to be back and forth. It's going to be close all the way. Both coaches were expecting that coming in. And Miller unable to get that pass up. Gray will get an ace, and it's 18-17.
Gray, the freshman, doing a really nice job. Calm back there behind the service line, picking her spot and going after it with aggressive pace.
Tripped over the block. Allison Hinsey gets there. And blocked, but just wide. So score the point for the Knights.
Big swing here. Great job using the edge of the block as Palmer, 19-17, Knights up too late.
Did a good job, too, of getting it out of the way of that ball because it was kind of coming
Yep.
back. It could have landed on her. It was close.
And 2.
This time was blocked, and lift call there as Keeler gets the block, and it left the Knights unable to really be in a position to play this ball very cleanly. Looked a little better than I thought there. Palmer denied here.
Dump.
And swinging on the second ball there is Nelson to put it away for St. Michael Albertville.
Coach Sean Haugen upset with the fact that that ball didn't get recognized as a dumped opportunity. Kind of got up and let Hinsey know she's got to go up with that ball next time, 2018.
Nelson to serve, but first looks like a substitution question maybe.
Yeah, she's coming in, but I think they missed a sub earlier. Let's see what happens here. These girls have been running the same substitution pattern all year, so they know what's coming ahead of time, so they tend to go fast, and sometimes the coaches or the people at the table don't get it, and if it got missed last time, there could be some confusion.
St. Michael Albertville up by 2 here in this first set, and Lexi Nelson serving for the Knights. Hinsey trying to tip, it was blocked, and then good recovery there by Gray to get to that ball.
Great
Miller
hustle.
runs it down. Bump to the corner, and it's going to drop in. Sometimes you have to be lucky, too, and that one was going the Knights' way.
It's a great play, as to put it simply, Nelson was out of position. She's out of position. She flails an arm because she knows it's going to land on her side, and the ball flies about 50 feet and lands in the corner. That's just great hustle, but I can't remember the golfer's name. I want to say it was Nick Faldo, when somebody said, you got to feel good about getting lucky on those last couple of holes, and he said, yeah, it turns out the harder I work, the luckier I get. Right there, we see it from Nelson. Great hustle from her, as we'll take a look here at the playoffs. Take us through it, Jay.
You see these teams on the bottom part of the bracket, STMA taking Buffalo out, and Maple Grove beating Wayzata. They beat them earlier in the season as well. Rogers knocking off Osseo in 5 might have been the one that was a little bit in doubt coming in, that 4-5 in Champlain Park. No trouble with Park Center. I think you'd still be safe in saying Champlain Park's clearly the favorite of the Final Four, but they have to win it on the court, and they'll be against Rogers here later tonight.
Yeah, and talking with some people that have been following the Rogers program quite closely over the last few years, Coach TJ has a group around him, the rest of his staff, very talented, knows the game, loves the game. That program is on the up and up. Seeing them in the semifinals, I think it's a year earlier than they were expected to be there, but we will see this team in the semifinals and finals for years to come.
Knights trying to build on that big point last time here. They're up 3. And the tip over the block will drop in from Mauersberger.
Had a little off-speed action there, and Mauersberger recognizing that Preet is way deep, expecting the hard shot off the block, and drops it in front, 22-18.
Nelson the serve, and Brown just kept that ball over. And that hit was into the tape, so 4th hit on the Knights. Brown will serve, her team down 3.
That's a great serve. That ball was signaled down twice.
Wow. Play still goes on. Gray getting it to Brown here, and now Preet into the net. And Sean Haugen saying, check with your down official here. The ball may have been down once or even twice.
Yeah, definitely down on the serve receive. That's when the line judge being talked to by head official right now is seeing that he saw it down on the serve. The call was originally that it was down, but maybe picked up by the up ref saw a pancake attempt. But at this point, with the angle that everybody's in, line judge definitely has the angle there. You know, we're not in the Big Ten, we're not in the FIVB, we're not going to get this to a replay, but definitely called down quickly by the line judge, so that will be the call that will stand. 2022, Maple Grove within 2.
So a big turn of events, although I certainly appeared to be the correct turn of events. To the outside. Brown digging that one up, and then a little bit overeager there was Mauersberger and sprays it too long.
21-22, back within 1.
Brown nearly had an ace there. And this one off the block, Mauersberger. Nice when you get another chance right away like that.
Yeah, last ball was a little, she overran it, got too excited. She has the patience here on the left side as a right side hitter. Really impressed with that there. She takes it cross court to get her team within 2 of taking set 1.
Palmer the serve here for the Knights. Freed off the block. Miller now putting it in the corner, put away there by Tanshin. And it's 24-21 now, St. Michael Albertville.
We'll get a timeout from head coach Sean Haugen as his team facing set point here in set 1 of the semifinal here in Class 3A Section 5. Let's take a look at this last point here. Good serve, gets him out of system. We're going to get a roll shot. Preet going off the edge of the block, picked up nicely. Libero's going to take the second ball, back bump, which I really like that play. And that's just a great spot there. I love that swing by Tanshin. She goes high, she rolls it over the block and into the deep corner. Sean Haugen upset that somebody didn't pick up the ball defensively, but every once in a while the other team just does some really nice stuff. We talked about Tanshin before the match, and she's delivered on everything we thought she could do. Really effective player out of the front row. We've seen her take some pretty healthy cuts out of the back row. Even had a couple nice digs back there. 24-21, she's in the front row. Even with the side out, I don't know that Maple Grove has enough strikes left to come back and take this one.
Palmer with the serve here for St. Michael Albertville. Hinsey gets a swing. Palmer digs that up. And now tipped. Oh, they thought they were celebrating there. And let's see, we've got a net violation on Maple Grove, so it will be a point for STMA, and they win the first set, 25-21.
Let's take a look at that last point because there was enough volleyball there to watch for a while. Out of system ball, going to be a nice little back set here, cut across, dug right from the middle, great set to the outside. The tip is open, but a fantastic effort there from Hinsey as she lays out to keep the ball alive, but a net violation will end the set, 25-21. Great effort there, great touch. That's just pretty to watch, but that'll end it. We'll be back for a little more volleyball here.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
Pretty good action in that first set as we expected, and it's the Knights from St. Michael Albertville kind of pulling away and closing strong after a kind of a nervous start for them, maybe with some missed serves, but they win at 25-21. But settle in. I think we've got a ways to go. This one's going to go back and forth.
We certainly hope so. Set one, like you said, started with just not clean volleyball, not the type of volleyball that these teams have been playing for the last month or so. But here we are, starting set two after, like you said, they settled in at the end of set one. St. Michael played a little cleaner towards the end. Maple Grove with a few errors late, but it wasn't a lack of effort as both teams laying out, making great defensive effort multiple times throughout the match. Set two here, we'll see what Maple Grove can respond with.
Interesting that fairly late in the season, Maple Grove took the first set actually against Champlain Park, and then got beat, after that, and they just felt like things kind of fell apart. But they rebuilt themselves from there after having, a night where nobody was too happy, and there was a little back and forth, and people upset about this and that, and they felt like ultimately it might have helped them. Serve wide here from Peeler.
And that might have hit the same spot as this first serve in the first set as well.
Palmer will serve now for the Knights. Good strong serve there, and then the overpass put away by Tanshin, who was ready for that. And you see the ball, the pass from Preed was really, she was just fighting it off almost, and then easy chance for Tanshin.
We had a lineup spin, I believe, here. I don't think Sean Howden started in this rotation in set one. Looks to be a little different look, and now we get Preed into the front row.
Brown will serve after the serving error there for the Knights. To the middle and put away by Evie Harrington.
Harrington hasn't had many opportunities, but she's taken full advantage of all three of them. There's a great swing. She lets that ball get across her. Again, solo block in the middle.
McCabe will serve here for the Knights. Oh, and a net violation really against the Knights on a play where it wasn't needed, I guess.
Yeah, the system typically calls for no block on that ball. It's out of system. They're going to give you an easy roll shot.
And an overpass there put away by Megan Piter for the Crimson, and now even up at 3-3.
Yeah, great serve leading to that overpass. We almost want to give her an assist from the service line.
Another good one from Paige Hinsey here. And it'll be another point here for Maple Grove, starting with that strong serve from Hinsey.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of pace, but she's so surgical with where she puts this ball. It makes it very, very difficult. Serve receive has moved up. We'll see what she does here, and she does. She floats him back.
They'll come back to the middle here. It was out and not touched, apparently. The Knights asking, looking around, hoping for a fingertip on it, but apparently not.
No, very, very good no call there.
And pounded away from the back by Palmer as the Knights pull back to within a point.
Really nice job out of the back row, and Brown kind of stepping away from it, thinking that the ball was going to be coming more towards the middle of the court.
Gray rolling that one over. And attacking that second ball was Nelson, the setter for St. Michael Albertville, and they even things up at 5.
That's really intelligent ball, as Nelson knows that Brown is all the way across the court and not back in her base defensive position. Really smart spot there from the senior setter.
And a collision there, or a near collision for the Crimson. Wasn't a great pass here, but it still could have been played. And they just pulled up as there's no communication.
Yeah, when things start going bad and your communication shuts down, it doesn't get better.
Cross court with that one. Allie Hinsey digs it up. Blocked but wide, and Gray will score the point here for Maple Grove to even it back up.
Gray does a really nice job there banging the ball off the edge of the block as Lexi Nelson goes up a little early and is on the way down.
And put away there by Tanshin, as she's continued to be an effective weapon with a little variety of placement of these shots too. Skipped that one off the net, and at that point Brown unable to fight it off.
Yeah, she went all cross court in set one, so we see the block really make that adjustment well, and she's able to take it back down the line.
Here's Gray, missed.
Looked for hands and just missed him. That's a really intelligent swing from a freshman there, looking to find the edge of the block as the set didn't allow her to do much else with it.
Gray will send it over here. Tipped by Nelson. Into the middle and put it home by Palmer.
It's a good block adjustment there as the ball stays inside. There's 6 hands up for the ball, and it gets just outside of that block, and Brown not able to make a defensive play there.
Tanshin serving with her team up by 3. And that one off the block. Good recovery by Paige Hinsey there.
Oh, that's a big swing.
Freed hammering across court. Net violation anyway, but it was still an impressive cut there by Freed.
Freed knew she wasn't going to get a whole lot of opportunities there, so she really uncorked on that ball. Great swing from her, 7-9.
Freed serving here for the Crimson. And down the line with it. Ball was tipped, so a point for the Knights.
Yeah, really nice job there going off the edge of the block. 10-7, 3-point lead for the Knights.
Miller serving here for STMA. Brown coming to Gray, had it blocked. Harrington's had some nice blocks and also, as Andy said, been efficient when she's gotten to attack in the middle. She's had a good match.
Yeah, the name of the position is middle blocker. When you get set, you take advantage, but you're in there to block balls, and she's done that very, very well this match.
Brown out to Peeler on the slide, and that'll get down for a point here for the Crimson.
Really nice ball there from Peeler. Able to run it down. Really does a great job driving that leg up and getting vertical.
Skylar Gray serving now for Maple Grove, and it's a bullet. They just barely get to it.
Ooh.
And Brown stumbled a little bit, it looked like, and that led to a ball handling error there. Just didn't quite get her feet underneath her.
Yeah, and Harrington wasn't letting that ball get across the net anyway. She had a really nice job. Her vision is on point right now.
Crimson scrambling there after that tough pass into the net. Great dig by Miller. Back out to Peeler, had it blocked, but Creed covered. And then smoked home by Paige Hinsey. Those are the kind of points you really like to win and get your little momentum built.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 different opportunities for that point to end, and the Crimson just kept staying alive, finally able to take that one cross court to finish.
Dump deep there, Peeler tracked it down. Miller will give it back here. Tanchin rolling it to the middle. Preed just got there. And then scrambled back to her feet and kind of rushed that one a little bit.
Yeah, that's a ball you might want to live to fight another day here. Great defensive effort. Kind of gets herself in position and tries to do a little bit too much with too little.
Brown to Hinsey, rolling that one over, and the Knights kind of all took one step toward it and then stopped.
Yeah, definite communication errors that probably needs to get picked up by the libero. Something that easy, if she can get to, needs to be hers.
They'll come back to the middle, and just missing there, trying to go on the line was Evie Harrington.
She's got one pace when she hits, Jay. She hits hard every time. Most of them are in. That one just misses.
Brown serves with her team down by 2. They'll come back to the middle and put away by Harrington. That gives them a little different tempo too, and you're seeing that it's just catching Maple Grove not 100% there on the block.
Yeah, they go slow to the pins, but when they go middle, it's really fast, and that Maple Grove expecting a little more time before they have to jump to block.
And that pass into the net. Brown trying to wait for the carom, but it didn't work out that way. So 15-11 Knights. McCabe serving here for STMA as they try and pull away a little bit. Michelle Chen's team winning the first set by 4 points. And right now they lead by 4 in the second. Reed off hands, and we'll get a point there for the Crimson as they pull within 15-12.
Preed with a couple big swings late to get out along rallies from the Knights, and look for them to repeat that hitter a few more times. Seems to be in a pretty good space.
Tipped around the block, diving play by Brown to dig it up. And then Hinsey skipped it off the net, and then Piter putting that one away.
Big swing from Piter there. That ball gets into the net. She does a really nice job. Oh, there's that great hustle by Gray to extend the rally. There we see the end.
Reed with a swing here. The Knights get a piece of it. Now Mauersberger sending it over. Back out to Gray. And Gray will get the kill for the Crimson, and they have put together a nice little spurt at just the right time and have pulled it within 1.
Gray catching fire here late as the freshman.
Auersberger, a big swing, and Hinsey couldn't fight it off. 16-14 Knights.
Big swing from the right side there as we see Nelson really move to get across the net and reverse her field.
Dorland in to serve here for St. Michael Albertville. And put away in the middle by Piter, as some of the fans thinking that previous ball wasn't blocked and that was the fourth hit, but not the case.
Piter does a really good job of getting up in transition there. Good find there from Brown. Nice rally, good play.
And Hinsey misses with the serve, so back to a 2-point lead for STMA.
Cantion in the back row. This would be where Maple Grove wants to put their run together.
And it may start with a missed serve by Cantion, as their serving has gotten a lot better. Obviously, they didn't serve well at all in the beginning of the first set.
Been considerably better, and now when it gets late, this is where your true colors show.
Near collision there, but kept alive by Nelson. Reed getting to that one with the right-handed dig. And then blocked by Peeler.
Peeler all over this ball. Great movement by her. Throws her hands across late. Great stuff block to tie it up at 17.
Was this one tipped? Apparently not. It was wide, and it'll be Maple Grove surging into the lead at 18-17. And the ball was just long. Maple Grove thought it had gone down for a point.
So did the up ref, calling it in,
yes.
Overruling the line judge there. And it's 19-17, Maple Grove. Let's take a look.
Oh,
great. That's in.
Very in.
I tell you, our camera crew all over it right now. Nice job back there, guys. 19-17, timeout St. Michael, as everything was going there the St. Michael Knights way, and then we had a quick little change. There was a nice block. There was some nice pickups defensively, and they've just maintained momentum. The communication errors we saw early in the set have gone away as the teammates are all looking at each other, chattering between points, and it's everything in Maple Grove's favor right now. Up by 2, late in set 2. We talked early that this one has the potential to go 5, and here we are sitting in the beginnings of what's at minimum a 4-setter in my mind. Great volleyball on both sides of the net. Peeler doing a really good job. Brown playing really tremendous at the setter position, doing a nice job finding all of her hitters pretty evenly. We talked about that at the very beginning. Both these teams very balanced. Nelson coming strutting back onto the court. She may call her own number here. That's my call off the timeout. If the pass is there, look for Nelson to turn on 2.
Reed waiting for the ball to come her way. That's good to see. At least a couple people put Halloween costumes on. We were talking about earlier. It used to be all the kids would have those on at a lot of these section volleyball matches. Here we go, 19-17 Crimson. And Reed and Hinsey not communicating there. Reach back for it, 19-18 now.
Yeah, I think that's the beginning of the Champlin student section coming in. They always do represent well here in these section matches, so look for a lot more Halloween as we get closer.
Miller, a crucial service error there. 20-18 now for Maple Grove. Gray will serve. And a great block. There's Peeler coming through again for the Crimson. They go up by 3.
Make the adjustment here. Here's the double block that we hadn't seen yet. There it is. 4 hands, definitely stuffing that ball back. Peeler with getting most of it.
And the Knights unable to handle that serve. 22-18. All the momentum's with Maple Grove right now.
Another timeout from the Knights. St. Michael Albertville trails by 4 here, up 1-0, but everything going Maple Grove's way. We'll take a look at this serve. Gray, the freshman, you look at her athleticism, you know what she can do in the front row, but she's so calm and so surgical back there behind the service line. She doesn't have one of those wow serves like a couple of the kids on both St. Michael and Maple Grove have. It's got a little bit of lollipop to it, but she puts it right where she wants it, and as a result, at minimum, it's uncomfortable, and here we've seen a couple aces and a continued service run from Gray. 22-18 here in set 2. What I love about this is you just see Sean Haugen talking to his players on the court right now. You see heads nodding. Everybody's on board. They know they're in a position to put this set away as long as they continue the momentum ride, the wave they're on right now. For St. Michael, look for them to get a simple pass out of system. They're going to probably have to go high, but we still have Nelson in the front row, so they're in a 2-hitter. We got a couple options to take big swings there.
Gray gets the go-ahead here as they try and build on a 4-point lead and put away this second set. Tip to the outside, and Palmer scores the point for the Knights to kind of break the run.
Takes advantage of the right back defender, Preed, who's a little deep and not stopped in balance. Sean Haugen asking her to make an adjustment, look for her to stay up the next time that ball gets set.
Lexi Nelson serving here for the Knights. Chased down by Peeler. They'll come middle for the tip and put away there by Harrington. Most of the time she's been swinging hard. That time they go tip.
They go tip, and the Preed sisters both kind of taking a step. Nobody really committing to it fully. We'll see what happens here.
Gray able to control that one. And the Knights not able to respond to the tip. 23-20. Crucial point right there, and Maple Grove takes it. Boy, that goes a long way to maybe winning this set.
Yeah, Peeler does a good job there catching them out of system. Tips it, and it goes off the block. So where we see the libero, she's in a great spot to make the play, just falls forward, and Miller not able to make the play.
And that time the set not where Harrington's expected. She actually tried to turn and go with her left hand, but didn't work out. 24-20, a chance for Maple Grove to wrap it up and even things up at a set apiece. Dumped over here, and Preed able to get underneath it and dig it up. To the outside and off the block, and good. Knights stay alive at 24-21.
And into the front row comes Tanchin. Look for her to get a couple, at least the next 2 sets if needed.
Palmer to serve. Dug up there, Mauersberger pushing it to the line, and it was good. Went deep toward the corner and finds the court.
Well, that's a great spot. Really good vision on that ball. Sean Haugen not happy with the defensive effort and the look around. Going to call a timeout and call them the troops here. 24-22, set point for the Crimson. They're going to need to take advantage of a serve-receive ball here. I like Preed, maybe not on a 5, maybe not all the way out to the antenna. Look for her to get brought in maybe a little bit. Go off the edge of the block if need be. Crimson definitely still in the driver's seat, but you want to make sure you take advantage of your first swing opportunity, because if the ball does get sent back over, Tanchin's in the front row and feeling it right now. So we don't want to extend this any longer than we absolutely have to. Look for a tough serve from the end line here, because you can't give them easy. But my guess is we're going to go Preed on the outside. If it's dug, Tanchin will respond.
Palmer set to serve here. The Knights still in a precarious spot, but have pulled it within 24-22. They'll come to Paige Hinsey. Tanchin Back across, Hinsey trying to reach it. And then Brown a follow-up, and it's a 1-point score now, 24-23.
Coach Sean Haugen imploring his athletes to communicate and get after just one more ball to end this set. One option.
Gray will send it over here. Here's Tanchin with a swing, and we are even at 24. St. Michael Albertville, 4 in a row, coming up off the canvas here, if you will.
24-20, Tanchin got to the front row, and that's all they needed at 21, and now here we are in a deuce set. First team to put two together wins. Let's take a look at this last point. Good out-of-system ball. Gray does a nice job hitting a down ball. Great read from the libero. Once Tanchin got on her route, I kind of knew this was going to be the result. She's in a different space right now than the rest of the athletes on the floor. Sean Haugen needs one pass. And every coach says it, right? Every coach in this timeout says, hey, we take care of one ball at a time. Somebody's got to get us a ball up to Brown. Brown, you got options to go take swings. You get the ball, you go ahead and you get after it, because we're going to play high, hard, and fast. Look for the ball to get served at the freshman here. We'll see. I mean, don't get me wrong. Skylar Gray's been a rock. She's been doing really well. But at 24-24, that would be my move right now. Otherwise, you have seniors in serve reception. Oh, no, we got two. We got a sophomore and a freshman. Got options if you are Samantha Palmer back there serving.
Paige Hinsey sending it over. The Knights back into the attack. Tipped off the block. Creed pushing it over, but it's wide. STMA goes up 25-24.
Gut check time. Do they have it in them? Can they get this side out and push? They get the side out, they get Preed back in the front row.
Palmer's serve just wide. Allison Hinsey peeling back from that one at the last second.
From our angle, I thought it might have caught her on the knuckle there as that ball kind of floated at the end. Preed back into the front row. It's Preed versus Tanchin, just the way we drew it up at 25-25.
Long run to get there, and now Tanchin will send it over. Gray a good pass to Brown, and here's Preed. Knights fight it off. Hinsey will come back to Preed. Cross court with that one, and good. Maple Grove back in front, 26-25.
I'll tell you what, Lexi Preed's a lot of fun to watch. You see, so she gets this kill, and the first thing she does is she goes and starts high-fiving teammates. That's what you need this late from a senior leader, 26-25.
Brown the serve, and it's an ace, 27-25. Crimson, after they lost a lead, they come back with two in a row, and they win it to even it up.
That's a great serve to end. Ball dropped. The bottom just fell out of that ball. No chance for the libero to control it, as it's a 27-25 set two victory. We asked for a great one, and we got it so far, Jay. We'll be back in a minute.
The color in my garden keeps the pink in my cheeks. I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. They're my savior. My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Boom. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Boom. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Boom.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Welcome back here to Champlin Park. It's been a tight one so far, as expected. Third seed St. Michael Albertville won the first set. Second seed Maple Grove takes the second, 27-25, and we get set for our third set here in a back-and-forth battle. Pretty impressive, first of all, for STMA to battle back when they were down 24-20, but impressive for Maple Grove to not crumble when they got caught there and passed.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the broadcast. They had a match against Champlin about 3 weeks ago, I think it was, where they won set one, and then the wheel started to come off in set two, and they never quite recovered. Things didn't get better in 2, 3, 4, but here they were up 24-20, ready to switch sides, gave up 4 in a row, and then dug in and decided that they weren't going down that easy. Really nice job by them to finish out their 27-25. That goes a long way, not just for today, but for this program as a whole as it continues its upward climb up the ranks in this section.
Boy, and you really, if you don't win that set, if you don't close it out, it's going to be a tough road back tonight, I think, if they, not just to have lost 2 in a row, but the way it happened.
Yeah, the way set 2 was going down, if they would have been down 0-2, that probably would have been the coffin. So we'll see here as we start set 3.
Lexi Nelson to serve here for the Knights. Allie Hinsey runs that one down. And pounded home there by Palmer.
Palmer with a good shoulder flip there. She gets through that ball really nicely.
And put away there by Madison Black, who's been inserted in the lineup here early in this third set.
Black does a really nice job there getting through the ball and going off the edge, going for corner and finding it.
Brown to serve now for the Crimson, tied up at 1 here. Reed fighting that one off. And then tipped home on the second try there by Harrington. Pretty good job setting that ball. Wasn't particularly good pass here.
Yeah, tight ball on the dig and just trusting your teammates there as Nelson goes up and knows that Harrington's going to be there.
Palmer too strong with that serve. And we're evened up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, the way the match started, that was all we saw. Now when I see a missed serve, it kind of catches me off guard, and I forget that we had that run at the beginning.
Dumped over here. Nelson's used that a couple times tonight with effectiveness.
Yeah, the fall away towards the 1 is a really tough ball to pick up.
Courtney McCabe serving with her team up 3-2. Gray getting a swing here, and we'll get it done for the Crimson. We're back to even now at 3s.
Gray unloading on this ball. Ball touched off the block. Great defensive effort there from Palmer, but not enough to bring it back into the court.
Allison Hinsey the serve. And just punched over, but finding the right spot there was Tantrum. That wasn't the kind that makes the crowd roar, but it counts.
Yeah, the scoreboard goes up by 1 as Tantrum hits that cute roll shot there across court. Hinsey doing a great job reading. That ball shouldn't have gone there.
And here's Freed firing away from the right side.
Freed getting another one here. Great location from Brown, and she takes that ball and brings it inside the block as we see Palmer kind of caught behind the block.
And an ace there from Freed.
Good looking serve. Freed coming at you from the back line and the front line here.
You get the feeling, too, that she's a player that wants the ball on a night like this, where sometimes you see players that maybe, almost don't want it or are feeling a little bit, feeling the pressure, but she seems the opposite.
Yeah, there's a player like Freed that wants the ball, wants to see the team be successful. There's players that are like, I'm the only one that can do it, and that's not the type of kid she is. She's a part of the team, but she's willing to take the big swings for the team.
And dumped over with the left hand. Good body control by Nelson there. She kind of hung in the air and just flicked it over her shoulder.
And she's got about 12 feet to work with, and she uses the last 2 inches again on that dump. That's the second or third time she's sniffed the sideline to score.
Brown will come out to Gray, and it's off the block and wide. Point for the Crimson, and they go up 7-5.
One intent and purpose here. Gray wanted nothing to do with getting that ball across the net. She saw the right hand of the setter, Nelson, and went off the edge with purpose and intent.
Reed getting it to Brown, and then a near collision there, so Peeler just has to send that ball over. Another setter dump there from Nelson, and it works again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's her 5th kill of the night in 3 sets. Second one to that exact spot. Freed frustrated. She's saying she's got it. We'll see what happens in the next ball.
Zoe Miller to serve with her team trailing by 1. Outside for Peeler. Miller will give it to Palmer, and the battle at the net. Blocked by Maple Grove, and the Knights stay alive. Hinsey had it denied. They scramble, and now Allison Hinsey does get it over. Good quick block there as the Knights attack quickly in the middle. Here's Brown, says if you can do it, I can do it. Dumps it home with the left hand.
Brown with authority here. Nice dump by her for the point. And just like that, Maple Grove back to up 2.
Monica Peeler serving here. Yeah, nice job by Brown there, recovering to block that one, but then put away off the block by Palmer.
Interesting there. I thought that was a double contact as that ball got hit into the net, but apparently we had a touch on the block, so we continued to play. Every once in a while I'll check out like that, Jay. I'll try and stay with us here, but I look for officials to get involved sometimes when they don't.
Nelson the serve, and that one not close. So Maple Grove back up by 2 as Brown heads back to the service line here. And that's going to be a double contact. A tough ball. Nelson was trying to make sure she didn't run into the net at the same time here.
Yeah, that's a ball you might want to just chuck outside and live to fight another day.
Auersberger cross court. Hinsey couldn't quite get there.
Big swing there from Auersberger. Nice outside set. Nelson gets stopped before she delivers. Hinsey making a move, but not quite in time.
Palmer the serve here. Oh, that one might have been headed out. Gray plays it. They'll come to the right side to Mauersberger and snuck that one through. And the Knights back within a point.
Paige Hinsey lines it up well, but doesn't get across. She goes vertical, and the ball trickles between her and the net.
Brown, a long run to get there. Preed sends it back, nicely placed considering where she had to hit from. Kinsey pushes it over. Now they come back to the middle, and good vertical quick jump there by Harrington. She's pretty versatile.
Yeah, she runs the gap set there and recognizes that ball is pushed past her. Brown out of position, ends up tipping it right to the sideline in zone 2. Uh-oh.
Brown just able to run that down, and they get it over, and then not handled cleanly there. Ball handling error called on the Knights, as Maple Grove kind of fortunate on that point, I think. Michelle Chen.
That will be a replay, as he wants to call the first ball a double contact, but it is the first contact, therefore it is, see, we'll take a look here. So this ball comes over. It's going to get sent over out of control, and that's the first ball, and that was whistled. A first contact, double contact is not a whistleable offense as long as the double happens in one motion, which is what happened there. Great job by the officiating team, bringing everybody together, making sure they get the call right. We'll get a replay out of this one.
Yep, so back to 10-10. There's no point there. Paige Hinsey. And now we'll have a double contact on this point. So ultimately we end up with the same.
Every once in a while officials are like, I wanted that double, so we'll find a way, and there it was, 11-10.
Paige Hinsey the serve here for Maple Grove.
Oh.
And that one blocked, as most of the time Harrington's had her way when she's gotten swings in the middle, not this time.
I think they're on to Harrington there. They may want to move her around and get her the ball in a couple different spaces, as I think that's why we made the adjustment there and brought Black in. She's a better blocking middle. As soon as I say that, she forgets to go up on the back set. So, never mind. I'll be the new guy again.
Harrington gets them within a point again at 12-11. And McCabe to serve. Tanchen a swing, dug up by Brown. Right back, they'll come to Tanchen, way across court with it. We had a net violation against Maple Grove anyway, so score the point for the Knights.
Tanchen, I think Tanchen is like, the more I watch her on that shot, I think she's actually overrunning it, and that's all she has left on that one, rather than waiting and being patient and hitting it with intent and purpose.
And Black able to score it in the middle there for Maple Grove. They go back in front by 1.
Black is coming off the bench with a new spark and a new intensity, and she's got a few points there with blocking, and then that, I believe, is her second kill as well.
Allison Hinsey the serve here for the Crimson. And Palmer a misfire there. Grove is up by 2.
Palmer wanting to end the point there. Hinsey looking a little gassed here. Up by 2, 14-12 here in set 3.
Tanchen a swing, and then she'll get another and puts it away.
Really impressive adjustment there by Hinsey as she drifts outside, but not able to keep it on her side of the net, as Tanchen won't make the same mistake twice and get dug.
Reed. Blocker is able to recover there as Tanchen got it over. Now it's Gray, and that one is too long, not tipped, I don't think. Nope, and it'll be a point for the Knights.
Tie ball game here halfway through the third set at 14-14. Gray, little excited on that ball, got under it and hit it long.
Oof, back for Palmer and off the block and good. Knights go back in front.
Palmer just scary there as she comes out of the right back on a D-ball. That's a tempo set out of the back row at the high school level. I love watching stuff like that happen.
Creed cross court with that one and will score it again. They've tried to take the way of the line from her, but she doesn't care. She's just as effective either way.
Yeah, she's able to get up and on that ball before the block gets across. Big swing from her.
Hanshin putting that one right near Creed's forehead. And the Knights take their turn to get a good swing and a kill.
Yeah, Preed falling back on that one.
STMA by 1 as Hanshin serves. And just too long. A little bit of a delayed signal there, and they're going to discuss. Palmer, I think the thought was this ball tip, but I think it's just out, yes.
Yeah, her hand just got caught on the flag there. I don't think anybody saw a touch there. St. Michael wants one, but we'll take a look here. High, oh no, that ball's over the block by a few inches. She's not quite sure if it's in or out, makes the out call.
Gray the serve here for Maple Grove. And that one will land just wide. Maple Grove nearly got very lucky there, but not quite.
Yeah, good aggressive play there from Maple Grove to keep flailing appendages at it and see what they can do. St. Michael up 1 here, 17-16.
Miller the serve here for the Knights.
Ooh, that's a great serve.
And it stays on top of the net, comes back down, and it'll be Maple Grove tying it up.
Brown with a well-timed dump there. She's able to get her hands up early and send that ball over.
Keeler serving for the Crimson, tied at 17. This has been the kind of match it's been. We're tied 1 set apiece and tied in number 3 here at 17. And put away in the middle by Black as Black and Brown combine there.
It's a really nice swing here. Black able to get up early in transition ahead of the block from St. Michael. Great swing from her and a 1-point lead.
Reed able to fight that one off, and now she'll get a swing here and miss the sideline.
Tension on the red ball, and then a return. Preed hits the same ball, but just misses wide.
Nelson will serve at 18-18. Paige Hinsey out of block, but Preed right behind her.
Oh,
and
that's a great
pushed across.
spot.
Hinsey finds the open space.
Line judge got on the line early and didn't see the ball get touched, and the St. Michael bench is pointing at him.
Brown ready to serve, her team up by a point. And they come right side, and Palmer gets it done here for the Knights. Every time you start to think one team or the other maybe is sort of getting the momentum, it just flips right back.
Yeah, that's a quick side out there. You hear coaches talk about momentum comes with the ball. You get the opportunity to receive. If you handle that ball, good things can happen. Oh, wow.
Oh, it'll be wide. Great effort by Preed.
19-20 is a ball that there was no business anybody getting a third touch on. Preed brings it back legally and just misses wide. Uh-oh.
Overpass here and put away. 2-point lead now for the Knights. And Sean Haugen wants a timeout. He's not happy with the way that last couple points developed here, and his team down now 21-19.
Yeah, some serve-receive frustration there from Coach Haugen as we watch this last point. That's a great serve, and Gray does what she can to get under it, but sometimes Palmer's got a little more pop on that ball than we're expecting. The ball floats at the last second, and so it's an ace while it's an overpass that leads directly to a kill. Statted just about exactly the same as an ace, and before things get out of control, there's a timeout by Sean Haugen. They're still in a position where this is very likely going to be a tight match, and now we see John Yunker and TJ Canham up there talking a little pregame ritual, as both are probably going to doing a little scouting. You can see assistant coach Allison Axness on the phone with a clipboard out in front of her. The reason these coaches make it to section final after section final, and John Yunker's been to state, I believe it's 4 years in a row now, is they're prepared. They come in, they do the work. It's not just about show up on game day and see what happens. They put their athletes in a place to win, and here we are back to live volleyball.
Block there, but the Crimson able to recover. Then Pree to swing at it. Miller will come way across and put away there. Tanchin, not a real easy ball to handle there, and she was able to get enough of it.
22-19 as it's four straight, from Palmer.
And missed the sideline. Good communication there by the Crimson to let that go. Sometimes it's a break you need, even if it's not one that you created, and that one pulls them within 2. Auersberger off the block. Now Preed with the swing. Enzi will push it back out to Preed, cross court and wide. 23-20 Knights. Boy, they made an effort to try and touch it there, but didn't. Fortunately for Nelson, it missed her.
23-20.
And an ace dropped in by McCabe will make it 24-20 St. Michael Albertville. We saw them rally when they were down 24-20 in the second set, but they're trying to put it away here. Gray sending it over. Oh, the Knights miscommunication, then just had to get it over.
Yep. Oh, great defense.
Nelson a dig. Hinsey getting it to Brown, and now Paige Hinsey will push it over. Outside, but not a very good set there. Now it's Preed, had it denied. Brown, though, gets her hand up. Ray a swing, and Maple Grove still alive, 24-21. A big point to win right there.
Long rally, picked up multiple great defensive efforts on both sides of the ball. Good, healthy swings, and Gray takes an out-of-system ball and just takes a whack at it and gets the kill, 24-21.
Outside for attention there, they dig it up. Tipped over, good effort by Mauersberger to get on the floor for that one, and then that's too long. It's 24-22.
Both the Hinseys opened up early on that ball and then freaked out as it almost dropped in on the end line. 24-22. St. Michael up late.
Hanchin firing away, and that will secure the victory in this third set for STMA. 25-22. She kind of had the attitude of, I've had enough of this. Let's go to the bench.
Yeah, good serve here by Hinsey. Out of system ball. We know it's going to Tanchin. Tanchin decides we're ending rallies right now, and she goes right at the sophomore libero, who doesn't quite get her arms up in time to dig that ball. 25-22. It's 2-1 St. Michael, but if history's taught us anything, we got a lot of volleyball left, Jay. We'll be back after this.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
All right, Cookie Monster. You know, I talked a little earlier that there weren't that many costumes. They're starting to appear more and more. So good to see here. 2-1 STMA leading Maple Grove as we go to the fourth set here. Our first semifinal in Section 5-3A. John Jacobson will step in with Andy for our second semi, pitting the Rogers Royals against the top seed here, Champlain Park Rebels.
Yeah, Rogers, probably the story of the section right now, coming in, like I said earlier, about a year earlier than expected to make the semifinals. We're in Champlain's house, and for the last 4 years, it seems like the road to state has come through Champlain Park, and it continues to be that way here. These two teams, starting set 4, in a battle to earn the right to play them, or perhaps Rogers, but you got to believe Champlain's the favorite in that one coming up a little bit later.
Osseo, the site, neutral site for the final on Thursday night. Maple Grove will get started here. We'll see how they bounce back after falling behind 2-1. Tipped over there. Preed gets to it. Now it's Paige Hinsey, the tip, dug up by Nelson. And near collision there for Grove. And that allows Mauersberger a free ball there, and she hammers it.
Mauersberger does a really nice job cleaning up the mess there. Black and Brown having a little bit of communication issue. And Preed on the receiving end of that one.
Palmer to serve here for the Knights. Gray sending it over. Now swatted cross court. Allison Hinsey gets there. And Gray too strong with that one. 2-0 Knights.
Gray, another out of system opportunity, going for it and missing. I like the way that kid plays. Got a lot of fire for a freshman. Needs to get a little more under control in these out of system situations though.
Brown will come to Paige Hinsey there. Tough ball off the net, and they swat it over there as Harrington. And the block is wide, so Black will score the point here for Maple Grove as they get on the board here.
Yeah, really nice swing and use there by Black as she goes off the edge of the net. Harrington not able to connect. The connection that was so lethal in the first couple sets has really calmed down from STMA.
Launching at a block, Miller is there. Tipped over, Brown, then a pass, and sliding under the net was Black.
Black, good effort there. I think she could have made the play, but Hinsey's supposed to make that play. She makes the help call late, and Black does what she can to go make an effort. But is under the net, and that's a big safety violation. And high school league's very, very apparent on how that's supposed to get ruled.
Hinsey swatting it deep to the corner, and it drops in. Wasn't a real clean point for them, but they'll take it.
Paige Hinsey sees the backcourt wide open as it's short. So middle back Samantha Palmer coming up to cover the tip. And good deep throw from Hinsey.
And Tangent, one of the few real misfires she's had tonight.
Yeah, another one where she's trying to find the edge of the block, but gets a little too high and doesn't quite finish her swing.
Eiersberger tracks it down to the outside. Reed rolling it into the middle. Hanshin had it denied. Black. And next one denied as well. Black doing a nice job roving that middle.
Vision we use in our gym at least is pretty eyes, as she's able to get up on a few different blocking opportunities and get good solid touches there to extend rallies.
Hinsey, a service error there as she's been coming with those short float serves, and that time didn't quite get it over the net. Dorland will serve here for the Knights, even up at 4 here in set number 4. Good block put up there by Palmer. Allison Hinsey, a good dig. Reed looking for the corner and got it.
Sometimes the ball has eyes, Jay. That's a really good shot there from the senior right side. Out of system, just placing it perfectly.
Nelson will dump it over. Allison Hinsey gets there though. Palmer cross court with that one. Brown fights it off. And Preed will send it wide.
Uncharacteristic error there from Preed, who's been pretty solid all match. And some chaos that entire point on the Maple Grove Crimson side.
Syra Tanchin serving here for the Knights, tied at 5. Tipped over by Peeler, and Maple Grove goes back in front.
Peeler really good at understanding the smarter, not harder concept, as she's able to place yet another ball over the block and down.
And Peeler able to block that one. So the Crimson, you start to get to a point where now the doubt creeps in on the Knights side a little bit. They were feeling super high, up 2-1, and Maple Grove fighting back strong. Oops, and there's a service error though by Preet.
Going back to that last point, in my opinion, the reason that's a big momentum swing is that's the first time Nelson's dump has been read early and picked up clean, actually blocked and didn't even make it across the net. If they get eyes on her better, this could go their way yet.
Brown to Gray, but blocked, and Hinsey couldn't get there. Knights are pumped up after that block.
It's a really nice block on the outside. Gray, I think, thought she could beat that ball down the line, but Nelson just quick with her right hand to get across and finish.
Reed skipping it off the net and over. And then they fall wide off the block there as Palmer gets the kill for the Knights.
Yeah, Peeler goes up really high instead of getting her hands across and sealing the net, and as a result is able to get turned as the ball hits her hands.
Gray sending it over. Nelson coming back to the middle, but Peeler the block, and the double contact call there, and it will be Maple Grove's point, so we're even up at 8.
Great block by the Maple Grove Crimson. Pretty good looking cover there from the Knights, but a double contact on the second touch.
Paige Hinsey rolling it past the blocker there. Good placement again as she went very tight to the net with this ball across.
Pulled that from the Tanchin playbook, I think, as she cuts that ball, pushes it 4-4. Really great location with that set, or with that swing.
Worked the slide, but not close on that one was Harrington.
Nelson trying too hard on that one. She's got to make the simple set. Look for her to dump here if the ball gives her the opportunity to do so.
Gray has 2 ball chasers give her
she's
a
getting
ball
attacked.
It's
It's chaos right now.
Peeler blocking that one. Tanchin rolling it over, but Gray digs it up. Now Paige Hinsey misfired there. 10-9.
Paige Hinsey trying again to hit that same cut shot, but the block gets across really well and doesn't get it to her.
Lexi Nelson serving here for STMA. They trail by a point here in the fourth, but they are up 2-1. And right into the net it goes.
A little bit of frustration there from the Knight side as that service error was not received well. Peeler go back to serve here.
That pass into the net. Nelson digging it off, and they can't keep it alive though. And Maple Grove goes up by 3.
We're in a hide and seek over here are the Knights. Look for the 9 set here. Oh, there's that dump.
Brown reaches back. Ray chases it down and sent over by Preed.
Uh-oh.
Now Preed sending it to the deep middle. And Mauersberger will put it down. Nelson had to do a lot of running on that point, but he was able to get a pretty decent pass over to Mauersberger.
Yeah, Mauersberger, I wasn't expecting that ball to go there. Bump set backwards from 20 feet away. Normally isn't the choice, but it worked really well.
Paige Hinsey a big swing, and they fight it off, and Nelson will get it over. Round to the outside for Black, and scores it.
Black, really good tempo on this, on her footwork here, as that slide is nice and high, and she's able to chase it down and finish. 13-10. Crimson up, and it's a timeout from St. Michael Albertville. Coach Michelle Chen probably talking about how do we get momentum back here. A couple of things that were working early for them, that being Harrington in the middle on the quick set and the Nelson dump, are getting picked up with a lot of regularity now. So they're going to need to find a couple more keys. As head assistant coach Matt Hauk at the University of Minnesota says, every team is beatable. You just got to know how to pick the lock. And the 2 things that worked early to pick the lock aren't working anymore. So we're going to have to make some adjustments if we're St. Michael. On the Crimson side of the net, it was Preed early, and now we're getting a little bit of mix. Everybody's taking their turns, their big swings, their opportunities. As long as they stay calm and serve receive and keep communicating on out-of-system balls, I like their chances to win set 4 here and push us to a set 5. Who do we have serving? I think we have Preed in the back row. Let's see here as they come back out onto the court. Yeah, Preed just getting into the front row, and Brown will be serving. So there's 3 good rotations coming up for the Crimson, as they're much better with Preed in the front row than the back row.
So Brown ready to go here with her team up by 3. Denied there as they came to Harrington, and then a ball handling error there against St. Michael Albertville, and they looked so sharp not long ago and now starting to struggle a little bit.
Doesn't take long for Doubt to sneak in, and when it does, it's a tough character to get rid of. Oh, wow.
Off the net, Nelson though stayed with it. And then Tanchin will get the point for the Knights, one they really needed here to pull within 3.
You can't understand how great that play was by Nelson to see a ball coming off the tape, and as the setter have the wherewithal to make it go high so we can still run something that resembles offense.
Chance here for the Crimson. Brown to Black. Dug up by Nelson as she just got there. They'll come back to Gray with this one. Now Tanchin firing away and scores it. Boy, that started out as a real scramble point for the Knights. It wasn't looking pretty for the first portion, but then they got things back under control, got on their offense.
Yeah, and here we see again, the scout on Tanchin is she loves the cross court, so you take that away and she's still able to hit that line shot. There we see Brown out of position, not getting her feet set, and as a result, a double contact is the call. Knights back within 1.
McCabe coming with a short serve here. Paige Hinsey too long with that one. And we're evened up now at 14 as the momentum shifting back to the team in blue and gold here.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth momentum, and it comes with a serve-receive ball here. If the Crimson are able to pass this ball, they'll get out of this rotation. That's the pass they need.
Hinsey tipping over the blockers. And they scramble and get it over. Now Paige Hinsey firing away and gets the point for Maple Grove. They go up 15-14.
Get them out of that rotation, which was desperately needed, as Hinsey bangs away into the 6 as the block is late to close and the defenders aren't there either.
Mauersberger a swing. Allison Hinsey there. And now Preed fires away, and it's a 2-point Maple Grove lead.
Yeah, great play there. Good tempo on this free ball pass. Brown takes the ball where it wants to go, and then Preed uncorks on one into the 5-6 seam.
Nelson stayed with it, but then Palmer trying to really guide that ball and didn't come up confident with it.
17-14 and another 3-point run here.
Tension. Now Hinsey's pass toward the net. Brown, a good recovery, and Gray sent it down the line. Back outside to Preed. Miller fighting it off. Auersberger tipping. She was on the way down, and that's all she had left.
Great tip there by Mauersberger as Hinsey all the way back expecting the hard ball, and it drops in front. 17-15, Maple Grove up. STMA run needed.
Reed into the tape there, and it's a 1-point lead now as Knights trying to put a little run together.
I think Preed looking for tempo there and didn't quite find it. Brown's got to let her know that out of system that ball's going to need to get to her a little later, a little slower, and a little higher. She's got to have patience, knowing she's probably the go-to here in this rotation.
Brown will come to Gray, and off the block and good. Maple Grove gets it right back.
Gray swinging for hands again successfully. I don't know that you want to not block her because she does have the ability to pop on a ball, but when she's out of system and chasing like that, the only ball she has is off the edge of the block.
Gray here once again off the block and scored a point for Grove. They're up by 3 again.
Big swing off the edge of the block from Gray. 19-16. She's so purposeful with her swing. It's really fun to watch a young athlete like that.
Hinsey's pass tight to the net. Brown chases it down. And put away there by Tanchin.
Tanchin's gotten quiet here in set 4. We haven't said her name nearly as much as we did in the beginning of the match. She goes to the back row, and actually he's going to come off the court here. Maybe she's getting a little tired. She did take a lot of swings early. We'll see how she does. Into the game, number 22, Megan Kruschke, is that right?
Yep. So Kruschke coming in at a crucial time here for the first time in the match. And Preed will smoke it home for Maple Grove, and they're first to 20.
Big swing there as that ball goes again into that 5-6 seam. The block needs to take that ball away more often than not.
Nice block put up. Knights will recover to get it over. And rolled over there by Nelson. Nelson
Great
dumping
pickup.
it there. And we had a net violation against St. Michael, so 21-17 Crimson.
That is a huge pickup by Allison Hinsey there. Ball that has fallen all night on the Crimson, and she reads it perfectly. Net violation afterwards, sure, but that stays in a setter's head when that ball that has scored is no longer working. Look for her to have to find a new spot to take that ball.
Freed to serve with her team leading by 4.
Freed's going to set here as they have a blocking sub in.
And put away there by Palmer to make it 21-18.
Ball went over the block there, really hard to pick up if you're a back row defender, and the Hinsey girl's not able to make a read on it.
Zoe Miller to serve here for STMA. Hinsey's pass tight to the net. Nelson misfired though. Gray had it blocked. A big point there. Nelson and Harrington getting out to it.
Gray with a big swing, but she caught it late. She was on her way down. She hits that ball at her peak. I think she goes tool again, but I'm really impressed with Allison Hinsey's recovery there. After not making a move on the ball in the seam before, she does a really nice job reading and helping her teammates out.
Peeler pushes it over. Palmer, and Hinsey cannot recover. The ball was tipped and it changed directions and just had to lunge for it. And the Knights to within 1.
Yeah, off the edge of the block there. Hinsey made a great read until that ball had a little misdirection there. Now we have a timeout by Maple Grove. Very familiar with being up late in sets. Now we got to see if they can come off this one, get the side out they need, and push to finish, force this one to 5. 21-20 as St. Michael has been consistent throughout this entire set. Maple Grove popped on a few balls at a chunk there and then kind of came back down to earth, as they say. St. Michael doing all the little things really, really well. Maple Grove, as we look at Sean Haugen just willing his team right now, they're really working hard. You can't fault them for that. But the last few balls just not falling their way. Off the timeout, we've got, I believe it's Brown and Black and Gray in the front row, which is interesting in and of itself.
We're watching Reservoir Dogs here.
We might be. And, excuse me, we have Peeler. I like Peeler on something behind if we can. If she can run slide here and they can get her the ball, that's probably their best chance at a side out.
Miller back to the service line here for the Knights as they've built a little momentum. Still down by a point though. Freed will send it over. And a great block by Peeler.
Hit it.
And Brown recovers.
Coaching mind again, sorry guys.
And off the block and down. As Palmer able to get it done, it's 21 all.
Palmer keeps swinging. That ball goes off the block, and Freed, for some reason, in the middle of the 6 there. She gets set in the back row. I'd like to see her jump. She keeps roll shotting this ball, and it hasn't scored or done anything to take him out of system.
Round to Gray, and that one was too long, but they had a net violation against the Knights. Score it for Maple Grove. Big one there.
That is a huge side out on an untimely error from the Knights. You see it though, it's a great call, 22-21. Gray back to serve. Oh, Freed.
Nelson with an attack, but Freed a great dig there. And there's Hinsey with the dig. Now Paige Hinsey down the line. Off the block, can they recover?
Wow.
Yes. Swatted over by Harrington. Now Paige Hinsey will put it away from Maple Grove. A huge point for them.
Great rally, and that's the best part to pick that play up. It's chaos, and sophomore Hinsey, just easy pass up to Brown, and they go tempo to finish, 23-21.
Harrington had it denied by Peeler, and Maple Grove to within a point of sending us to 5.
Yeah, great block there. Peeler just pretty eyes, good vision, gets her left hand across later and sends it back.
And Brown dumping that one over. They get to it. Blocked by Peeler again, and Maple Grove wins it 25-21 to bring us to a 5th set. Wow.
Peeler and Brown meeting for that one. It's a lot of Peeler at the end there to end that one, 25-21. Great finish from the Crimson as we're going to head to 5 here. Let's take a look at the edge of that one again. Brown and Peeler just so patient, knowing where the ball is going, having the patience and the wherewithal to work with independent hands for the stuff block to end set 4. It happened earlier in the year. These teams went 5 at the beginning of the season. Here we are. One of them will get to play in a section final on Thursday. The other one will have their season ending. We'll come back in a minute and catch set 5.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected.
We thought we'd get a tight one, and that's exactly what we've gotten. STMA and Maple Grove tied at 2 sets apiece, and I'm trying to recall, I don't think anybody's had a lead of more than about 4 points at any time throughout these sets either.
Yeah, I mean, STMA had a 4-point lead late in set 1 on a 6-0 run. But other than that, I don't remember more than a 4-point run the entire match. So, I mean, it's everything we asked for. Everybody leaving everything they have out on the floor, 25-21, 27-25, 25-22, 21-25. Just as tight as they can be, no matches or blowouts. And even though the scores are that close, every point has had a lot of just grit and energy and effort. Both of these teams leaving it all on the floor, knowing that one of them, this will be the last time they're on the high school floor for the year. Now we got the crowd getting involved. This is what high school volleyball is all about.
You always kind of wonder, is there momentum that carries from the 4th set? But when it's been this close, I don't really think so. There's both sides. It isn't like one of them blew the giant lead and the other one has all the momentum or anything. I think the momentum will just be point by point.
Yeah, absolutely. Point for point, rally for rally. Set 5 is about ball control and effort. That's no matter, momentum gets thrown out the window. How we got here is kind of irrelevant. It's about ball control and effort. Team that takes care of the serve receive best stands the best chance.
Nelson serving here to begin it for the Knights. Black sending it to the middle there. Miller. Tantrum will take a swing. Freed and now Gray. Nelson comes back across. The block will drop in. Black able to deaden that one up enough to keep it on the court.
Yeah, she was late but got across. That's exactly how you train a middle blocker. You do your job, but the last thing you got to do is throw your hands across. She does exactly that for the early Crimson lead.
Zoe Brown serving here for Maple Grove. Auersberger a swing, but Gray calmly digs it up. Paige Hinsey pushing it down the line. Readjustment there by Tanchin. And it'll end up too long, though. It's 2-0 Grove striking early. And obviously when you're only going to 15 rather than 25, those early points can make feel like a bigger difference.
Absolutely. You're only going to get around 1.5 to 2 times, so you want to make sure you got the lead early.
Auersberger rolling it over. Brown a diving dig. And then Freed finding the open area there on that ball just over the net.
Great effort there from Preed on a tight ball. She goes up and just finishes it. Says we're done playing for now.
To the middle, and that one wiped off the block by Harrington.
Harrington hasn't had the pop that we saw in the first couple sets, but knows that she's needed to get this one, to get this side out and get out of that rotation.
Palmer the serve here for the Knights. Scramble to get to it. Freed will send it over. Back to the middle they go. Near collision by Maple Grove, but then Paige Hinsey rolls it into an open spot. Timeout taken by St. Michael Albertville.
4-1 early lead as the great effort we saw in the first 2 points from St. Michael disappears on this last one. That's a relatively easy play. We see the push there, pick up by Preed, good communication. That's wide open and given away early. We've got to see Palmer picking that ball up. It's 4-1 Maple Grove in the race to 15 here and a race to play at Osseo on Thursday. Interesting that they moved the section final up to Thursday. Typically that's a Saturday match that we end up covering, but they decided as a section a couple of years ago to try and get that to happen. It comes this year, they're going to get done early. What that does is it gives you a little more rest, but more importantly, on Super Section Saturday, whoever gets out of this section can send people out. Roseville did it for years because their section also had a Thursday final, and it lets you get out and scout everybody so you come into your first match of the state tournament a little more prepared, a little more ready to compete and rested, because they'll have the mentality of we're already in and away we go.
Paige Hinsey with the serve. Her team up 4-1 here in this fifth and deciding set. Tanchin had it blocked. Black getting up.
Remember the first 2 sets when Black wasn't on the court? Man, she's made a difference. That's another huge block from the middle.
Short serve there, and a ball handling error on Nelson, and everything going Maple Grove's way right now. They go up 6-1 here in this fifth set.
Nelson struggling a little bit here late as things aren't going the way they were the early match.
And dropped in. St. Michael Albertville getting a point there to pull within 4 as a Tanchin able to just roll that ball to the middle.
That same ball that Paige Hinsey scored on earlier in the set falls in front of her here in order to give St. Michael its second point. They trail by 4.
McCabe the serve now. Paige Hinsey, and it was blocked. Nice job at the net there by Shedlov, who's coming later into this match here. Gabby Shedlov, the sophomore for the Knights. It'll come to Preed, and just reaching out and keeping it alive was Palmer. Tanchin off the block and good. Well, the Knights showing some fight back here.
Tanchin deciding she's not ready to be done for the day. Another kill for her, 4-6.
Brown will bring it to Creed. That one denied, and then a collision. Another point for the Knights. A net violation anyway against Maple Grove. It's 6-5. Just when you start to think, well, maybe this one's over. Guess again.
Maple Grove was up 5, and a 4-point run here gets St. Michael back within 1.
Gray cross court. McCabe able to dig that one out. And a great recovery as Hinsey followed up there for Maple Grove. The block is wide. Tied up now as Tanchin drives it off the block.
5 straight for the Knights. That great vision, but she's not able to get her hands in as Black.
And an ace there as Gray didn't handle that serve. 7-6 Knights.
The freshman looking a little anxious there. As soon as that ball hit the ground, she knew it was hers. Needs to calm down and play regular volleyball.
And that one,
ooh, we're gonna play.
Huh. To the middle here, and then Black a misfire. And a 2-point lead for St. Michael Albertville. And maybe poetic justice here because I think that ball was out wide of the antenna on that return.
Well, it was either out wide or it was a double contact. That play definitely shouldn't have gone on. It's 8-6 as St. Michael down 6-2 on a 6-point tear here. Yeah, that's a mishandle at minimum, and we keep playing. Ball gets pushed over, there's still effort, and then Black just trying to do too much too late. Everybody got to relax here on the Maple Grove side. Just do what got you here, right? We stay simple, we stay calm, we pass a ball, Brown sets one of our hitters, we get our side out and we go back. The run is, the match is a long way from being over. And it's so crazy because for 4 sets, we had one run of more than 4 points. And now we've had a 4-point run and a 6-point run, and we're at where we would in theory be the side change in most volleyball matches, halfway through the 5th set.
8-6 lead here for the Knights. The winner goes to the section final. Round to Preed, had it blocked. And Gray into the net. It's 9-6 STMA.
The freshman having a tough time of it right now. Just stay relaxed, kiddo.
Come to Paige Hinsey, rolling that one into the middle. Mauersberger off the net, dug up by Brown, but can't keep it alive.
Mauersberger makes it 8 in a row for the STMA Knights. 10-6, they lead.
McCabe deep with that one. Hinsey getting it to Brown, and now Paige Hinsey. Just wide there. Knights begging for a tip, but no, as Tanchin missed the sideline. Maple Grove will get the point in, get the serve.
Look for Tanchin to get this ball and repeat that same set, that same attempt. Hinsey firing.
Tanchin on the move here. Reed, a long run to get to it, falls down, and they'll get the point. A fortunate one for Maple Grove. Well, it was a difficult one to control for Preed.
Preed putting it all out there. Great effort from the senior right side. Checking in on the official to make sure he's okay. There's something about this kid, Jay.
She knocked his stand a little bit askew there even with that great effort. Mauersberger pounds it home for the Knights. We talked about it earlier. They haven't gone to her often, but she's made some really crucial points for St. Michael Albertville.
I tell you, you could tell who the seniors are right now. Mauersberger wants the ball. Senior knowing to extend her career, this match has got to be theirs.
Brown outside to Skylar Gray. And put away there by Harrington. Again, a tough ball to really set, a tough ball tight to the net, and Harrington able to get it done here.
That's a really nice swing there. Oh, wow.
Near ace there, but pushed over by Preed. Panchin off the block. Hinsey scrambling, Gray scrambling, and just can't quite get there. 13-8.
Fantastic effort. Big bang off the block. Preed gets the first touch, then it's Hinsey, then it's Gray, and then Hinsey lays out, trying to keep everything alive. Maple Grove down by 5, their last time out of the match. Effort in full effect right now. St. Michael Albertville can see the finish line, 2 points away from a shot in the section final, a chance to get to the X, where everybody talks about in August. These teams get together, first week of practice, tryouts, they figure out who's on what team, and they already start that plan. What is our goal? Our goal is to get to point X, and I think both of these teams realistically thought they had a chance to get to the Xcel Energy Center. Here they are knocking on the door. St. Michael 2 points away. Maple Grove has come back from worse. They have it in them to side out and put a run together here, but it's got to be calm volleyball, relaxed volleyball, and most importantly, team-oriented volleyball. If they get the pass and they're able to run offense, get out of this rotation, I like their chances to push to finish. Brown calming herself down, getting the team ready. Now we hear the fans, St. Michael on their feet.
Brown out to Preed, pushes it deep there. Strong block from Keeler. Panchin tipping, now Gray. Getting it to Brown, right back to Gray. Had it blocked. Hinsey runs it down. And Preed delivers for Maple Grove. They keep the pressure on here, 13-9.
Preed back to serve. Junior right side hitter. I had her off by her. Junior right side hitter playing to keep her senior friends alive.
Panchin a big swing. Paige Hinsey digs it up. Nelson will come back to Panchin, tipping around the block there.
The freshmen go for it, yes.
Gray the swing there. And the block lands just wide. It's a point for the night, 14-9.
Big swing, great effort on both sides of the net, but it's match point STMA.
Panchin to serve here for the Knights. Nelson dumping it over. Allison Hinsey gets there.
Uh-oh.
And there's a pass to the net, and St. Michael Albertville is going to pull it out here in 5. They started this set trailing 6-1, but didn't let it phase them. And Maple Grove's comeback falling short here after they fell behind 2-1. Back and forth. Oh, this one's a heart stopper here for everybody in the gym.
Yeah, great volleyball here as we take a look at the last point. Of course, we're going to Preed. That ball dug up nicely, dumped over Red. Great ball outside. It's tight, it's trap, and you know right there that senior setter, Lexi Nelson, has the chance to take her team to the section final and clamps on that ball to finish. 15-9, great season for the Crimson, who at one point were ranked in the top 3 in the state. They beat a bunch of teams that nobody gave them credit for early. This is a solid squad, and the Maple Grove Crimson will be back with a vengeance next year.
So it is the Knights advancing to the section final Thursday night over at Osseo. And as Andy said, a great run for Maple Grove ends this year. They've got a lot to build on heading into next season. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and a reminder to watch for the other semifinal between Rogers and Champlain Park on CCX as well. That'll do it for this one. For Andy Gugesberg and all of our crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Good night for now from Champlain Park.